Salutations, dear friends. It is with the utmost pleasure that I welcome you to this humble abode. I caused this edifice to be erected in the year of our Lord 1892, intending it as a most lavish summer retreat and a token of my enduring affection for my dear wife, Alva, upon the auspicious occasion of her 39th birthday.
Hello everybody on this chilly winter day, and we're still in Newport, and today we're going to be visiting Marble House. If you find yourself in Newport at some point, I would highly suggest to try to visit as many mansions as possible. The architecture, the style, the stories of those places, and a lot of beautiful art. I mean, I can number, there's so many things. I mean, it'll probably take me the entire video to try to go through all of them. You guys are probably wondering why is it called Marble House, but we'll get to that later. For now, let's walk into the dining area. Just as you walk in here, it feels like you're surrounded by this beautiful artwork. I mean, the walls, the ceiling, which I was showing a few seconds ago. And if you guys watch Gilded Age, a lot of the rooms of this house actually were featured in the movie. So if you pay attention, you could probably recognize some of the rooms I'm going to show here. But look at this beautiful painting on the wall. Oh my gosh, this is just remarkable. I mean, honestly, I almost hurt my neck looking on the ceilings in this house. I mean, besides everything else, the walls and everything else that's in here. I mean, marvelous. I mean, honestly, it's like going to it's like going to an art museum, just looking at the architecture here versus even the art displayed on the walls. I mean, look at the detail of all of the basically all the crown moldings and everything else here. I mean, wow. That took a lot of work. I could only imagine how much effort it took to build something like that. And now to think about it, this house was built in 1892. So just think about it, the machinery and equipment they had back then. I mean, and then compared to the ones we have now. I mean, I of course ardently say some people probably believe that they had a lot more sophisticated equipment than we think they did. But again, that's a whole different story. We're not gonna get to it now. But even with more sophisticated equipment, think about it, even like the equipment that we have now, it's probably not going to be easy to build something like that with such a great detail and, such a magnificent place. I mean, think about it. I mean, when was the last time you saw, one of the newer homes having something like that? Look at that beautiful ceiling. Now, we're entering the library right now. I'm going to be honest, I feel like I'm probably going to end up hurting my neck walking through this beautiful mansion. I mean, the ceilings are just amazing. I mean, the ceiling itself is a work of art. I mean, this is like it's hard to describe, but this is the library of the Vanderbilt family. Mrs. Vanderbilt used this space as a library and the morning room, so it's really a library / morning room. The portrait between the windows is of the Vanderbilt's youngest son, Harold Stirring Vanderbilt. There were different books in this library, including books in architecture, landscape design, furniture, and European history. I'm sure you guys noticed that ladder right there in the back. So back then, people had collections of books and they needed a ladder just to get to some of their books here. But we're gonna proceed back to the hallway and let's see what else is in this house. I mean, it looks amazing. I mean, the architecture, the ceiling of every part of this house, I mean, is just remarkable. And you guys probably noticed that there's a lot of Christmas trees around because we're here for New Year's Eve or around New Year's Eve time, but they still have Christmas decorations. And we're entering the Gothic room, mysterious, and let's see what waits for us here. Wow, pretty amazing. Like every room of this house has such an interesting design, and I guess I almost want to say character, but it's not really character. I think it's just the magnificence and the beauty, I think. Look at that ceiling again, such a detailed work, and the stained glass in the back kind of makes the whole room. It looks like one of those stained glass you see in a church. This room reflects flamboyant Gothic style that was popular in France from 1350s through 1600s. Alva Vanderbilt acquired a collection of medieval and Renaissance art objects from French collector Émile Gavat and had the Gothic room designed as an appropriate setting for their display. But I mean, it's remarkable, honestly. This is a very interesting statue here. But I just love the stained glass, so for me, looking at the stained glass is awesome. But we are going to the next room, which is the Grand Salon. And of course, because it's the Grand Room, the walls of this room a cover with 22 karat gold leaf with tints of pinks, blues, and greens, creating texture of surface. I mean, wow. But looking up at the ceiling again, another beautiful work of art. I mean, that's just remarkable. Imagine somebody's having it in their house. I mean, unfortunately, you don't see this nowadays. Most of the houses are very basic and simple, but wow, they knew how to build houses back then, I'll tell you that much. I mean, between the walls, the sculptures on the fireplace, and the fireplace itself, I mean, you can see it's different. It's very well designed and made. You know, there's a mirror in the back too. It kind of goes well with the entire room. But it's just, you know, it kind of leaves me speechless, honestly, and something you want to see for yourself. I've been trying to look up some of the artworks here, and you know, some of them we found, some we couldn't. But you know, but it's just amazing what, you know, this room in particular. I mean, you know, what it has here. But you know, it's hard to, you know, just imagine, you know, them enjoying this beautiful mansion, and having company over. It's almost like when you walk through this, you kind of feel like, you know, you're in that Gilded Age movie. And of course, like I was telling you before, a lot of rooms of this house were in that movie, and you're gonna notice, like we saw in one of the rooms before, in the dining room. But there are other rooms that, you know, would have the sign that, you know, the part of the movie was actually took place here. We're gonna go up now. I think, you know, just you know, the first floor was just amazing, and of course, you know, the staircase is another whole different story. I mean, I could probably make a video just about the staircase, but you know, I'm not gonna do that, because not everybody is into architecture and design as much as I am. But let's go up and see what waits for us there. But another beautiful artwork in the ceiling. I mean, it's just, you know, I almost feel like I need to make another movie about the ceilings of this house, because between the moldings, the crown moldings, and you know, there's just sculptures in the crown moldings, and the beautiful artworks they have up in the ceiling. I mean, it's hard to describe. This room we see behind the glass is a mezzanine. So there were 2 glass-founded rooms on either side of the mezzanine, and those were furnished for private studies for Mrs. and Mr. Vanderbilt, but were possibly used for clock rooms for party guests as well. So they were probably another place for them to kind of space them to entertain the guests. And we're entering Mr. Vanderbilt's bedroom. It's decorated in French neoclassical style with green gold silk wall covering and Louis XVI style furniture. William K. Vanderbilt was among one of the most educated, cultured, and refined gentlemen of his era. He spoke fluent French. He was a benefactor of New York Metropolitan Museum of Art and one of the founding patrons of Metropolitan Opera. William K. Vanderbilt became head of the Vanderbilt family when his older brother Cornelius died in 1899. After his divorce with Alva in 1895, Mr. Vanderbilt remarried and moved to France in 1903 with his second wife, Anne Harriman. During World War I, he contributed financial support to a special volunteer air corps known as Lafayette Escale. Mr. Vanderbilt died in 1920. And now we step into Mrs. Vanderbilt's room, or her bedroom. The bedroom is decorated in Louis XVI style with lilac silk and hangings decorated with drapery and architectural motifs. I have to say, this room feels very bright and sunny. The sculpture in the fireplace look amazing with the clock in the middle. Oh my gosh, it's definitely beautiful. Let me tell you a little bit about Alva Vanderbilt. She married William K. in 1875 and embarked on her conquest of New York and Newport society, elevating the Vanderbilt family to the top of the social scene. This whole room looks so grand. And look at the ceiling. That's the imagery of Greek goddess Minerva. Wow, amazing. I mean, beautiful. Such a work of art. I mean, and if you notice, there's another sign here from Gilded Age. So one of the shows of, you know, Bertha Russell was actually filmed here in this bedroom. So wow, very interesting. So I never finished the movie, but I think it just inspired me to watch it a little more, because it was a good movie. I just didn't get a chance to watch it. So if you guys haven't watched it, I would definitely highly suggest, if you did, you probably can recognize some of the rooms here. And we're in the trophy room. This room was originally 2 back-to-back dressing rooms for Alva and Consuelo, but today the Preservation Society uses this room to display the collection of Harold Sterling Vanderbilt's sailing memorabilia. The younger son, Harold, became a noted yachtman and successfully defended the American Cup 3 times, 1930, 1934, and 1937. And here's a picture of his chief boatswain mate, Philip Andrew Curry. Harold Vanderbilt was also an inventor of the rules for the game of contract bridge. The trophies on display are from other races he won between 1922 and early 1940s. The picture we see in the distance there of Harold Vanderbilt himself. And I think this came from one of his boats actually. And there's him right there, Mr. Harold Sterling Vanderbilt. And there's all the trophies that they have. I mean, he acquired over the time. I mean, it's pretty amazing. I mean, he was a very accomplished yachtman, that's for sure. And that's a model of his boat. It's actually a very decent sized, pretty big boat if you think about it. It's probably wasn't that easy to steer. Harold's older brother, William Vanderbilt, shared his brother's enthusiasm for yachting, but he had a passion for fast cars. In 1984, he established the Vanderbilt Cup races on Long Island. And we're entering Consuelo Vanderbilt's bedroom. She was one of the eldest children, and she was about 15 years old when she moved into a marble house. Consuelo grew into one of the great society beauties of her day, and married Charles Sonny Spencer Churchill, the 9th Duke of Marlborough, in 1895. Her marriage, which was arranged by Alva, was an early example of many marriages alliances between wealthy American families and aristocratic houses of Great Britain and Europe at the turn of 20th century. She was known for her delicate beauty and long swan-like neck. Next to the dressing table, there's a photo of Consuelo dressed for coronation of King Edward in 1902. And here's her bed here. Wow. It's interesting how her room is all kind of reddish. Okay, I guess like pinkish red, I guess I'm thinking. So it's a little different from other rooms in the house. And here is what I'm assuming is probably a guest bedroom. I don't see any signage here or anything kind of, and I try to look it online too. It's kind of hard to tell. This room could have been occupied by one of the other kids of the Vanderbilts or some of the guests. I'm sure there are a lot of companies staying over here, so that's yeah, it's kind of hard. You know, like I said, I don't have the information. This room is the guest sitting room, so it's kind of nice. They have a they have a bedroom and they have other spot for them to kind of hang out together. So it's kind of nice. Because it's a smaller, compared to the rest of the rooms in the house, it is on the smaller side, but there's still enough space to hang out and talk and just entertain. Continuing down the hallway, there's 2 other small rooms we're going to see. It's a blue and green room, I think that's what they called. One of those rooms actually rumored to be to belong to the superintendent, or it could have been a guest room too. It's kind of hard to tell. We couldn't find any information here on those 2 bedrooms, but they could have this room could have belonged to William Gilmore, their superintendent of the property, or some of the staff members. It's kind of hard to tell. Those rooms are a little bit on the smaller side, but still have interesting design. You don't have as much grand, design like on cloud moldings that you see in the other rooms of the house, but it's still very nice. Large windows, still nice amount of space. And here's the picture of him right in front of us. He was actually been running this facility for over 30 years, so he was, he was there for a long time. Right outside of the property overlooking the water is the Chinese tea house, built in 1912, commissioned by Alva Vanderbilt Belmont. designed by Hunt and Hunt and inspired by 12th century Sung Dynasty temples. It's an amazing structure, actually. Now, like I promised at the beginning of the video, let me reveal why this house is called the Marble House. Well, the answer is very simple. It's built out of marble. It was built in 1892 and cost about $11 million to build. I hope you guys enjoyed this video on the Marble House, and we got more coming up, so stay tuned. I will see you in the next one.